browser in the background was open somehow, and now I think the issue is solved. All right, we go back to our topic. Please don't forget to share the link with everybody you have in your list, if you don't mind. And let us invite people here, and don't forget to subscribe. Today our topic is about the heaven of Islam. You see, in order to know our religion, the best way to know what it is about is to go and check what this religion is about by gifts, which mean, in order to know who I am, let us see what kind of gift I will give you when I meet with you. My gift present me. Your gift to me present you. The gift of a person present who he is. When a person he come to you and he bring you a gift, a flower, that's mean this person he like flowers. When a person he come to you and he give you gold, obviously he think gold is the most priceless thing. When a person he come to you and he bring to you a porn movie, obviously this guy he have madness with sex. Everyone he present to you what he think is the best. Your gift speak of you. Who are you? What are you about? A person who is romantic, or he love nature, he bring you a picture of nature as an example. The gift is very important to know who is the person and what he stand for. It's extremely important. So if I believe in God, and this God, he promised me gifts. The best way to find out what those gifts, what is this God is about, is to look at his gift. If the gifts are noble, high standard, high quality, it means this God is a person who is the same as his gift. It doesn't make sense that God can be God, but yet he is a sex toy vendor. It doesn't make sense that God is God, but yet he is an owner of a casino in Las Vegas. It doesn't make sense that God can be God, but yet he talk about how many years I will be having orgasm. We have a Muslim in the text, his name Mr. Fahim At-Tayyib, look like he's an Arab. Mr. Fahim, why you don't call me, please, and tell me how Muhammad is the last prophet and how he became a prophet. Do you see, guys, what Mr. Fahim said in the text? He said Muhammad is the last prophet, but can you even give me a prophecy of the prophet? Have you ever heard of a prophet who never gave a prophecy? All the prophecies mentioned in the Quran, it turned to be false. So how he became a prophet? How I earn the title of a prophet? Let me prophesy for you. Fox News is a TV station. After, within the coming 1 hour, they will say news. Here we go, I'm prophet. Yeah, I speak Arabic, so call me. But my Arabic is not good, Muslims, they say like my Arabic, like I can say Habibi, how are you, Habibi, like those, Call me. Call me and tell me why Muhammad is a prophet. My Skype is on. Okay, you are from Qatar, no problem. I don't care where are you from, my friend. Call me and tell me how your prophet became the last messenger, and what was how he became a messenger. His God even did not even talk to him. Have you ever heard of a prophet his God never spoke to him? So give me a call, please, and tell me how your prophet can be a prophet. Now, to go to business, our title is the heaven of Allah, Sodom and Gomorrah. Is the Muslim heaven, is the heaven of Sodom and Gomorrah? Absolutely. If you ask any Muslim about the heaven of Allah, he says to you, in the heaven of Allah, you will have whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. You see, today the number of people they are listening to us is small because we have a new channel. We have no subscription. This is the first time I do podcast on it. So we have like 176, but it's okay. When you say to me, whatever you wish you will have in this heaven, it's mean whatever I wish. And it is a reality that there is some people who like to have sex, men with men and women with women. So when a God, he says to me, whatever you wish in the heaven, and not only this, the Muslim confirm that everything was forbidden in earth is not forbidden in heaven. To the point, a Muslim, he can have sexual relationship with his own family member, including his daughter, his niece, his auntie. Some scholars, they say, he can have sex with everybody except his mother, which doesn't make sense, because if you have sex with your daughter and your niece and your, I mean, what the mother stand for? I mean, obviously, there's no limitation. So the heaven of Islam is kind of weird, mad, sexual garden where sex is the only reason for those people to be there. Nobody there to worship God. Nobody there to be happy with God. Everybody there to eat and drink and do, you know what, beep. There's an image, I will look for it. It can give us a better picture of the Islam. Let us see.
Hello everyone.
This is actually my video using that image. I don't want it. Let us see. Okay, we found it. This is a paint of somebody. He did his own imaginary based on the description of the Quran to the heaven. You will be laying down in your bed, and there will be little tiny beautiful boys who they are so white around you, and there will be naked women who they are so white to the point you can see through, and all day long you do nothing except eating, drinking, and effing. You will notice the Quran describing that you will have in your present little boys who they are very white like pearls, and those boys will never bleed. The Muslim explain that bleeding, they say they will never get tired or they will never get drunk. And here I wonder, they will get drunk from what? They are serving the drink, so why they are drinking? The boys are drinking? Right? What kind of heaven promising me 80,000 little tiny boy who they are very white and they are going around me and they will not bleed? Why we need those boys? Why this God is even promising me such a promise? 80,000 little boy. What I will do with them? What I need them for? They will serve me exactly to do what? Remember, in the heaven of Islam, your clothes will never get wrinkled. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead, we hear you.
I don't want to talk about this topic in specific,
Are you a Muslim,
but I
my
want
friend?
to talk about
Are
the
you-
last
Are
episode
you,
you made.
are you a Muslim?
Yes.
Why do you want to talk about this topic? We have a topic. You see, we named the video, people waiting for us, and they want us to talk about this topic. So why don't I talk about it? What's the problem? Hello?
Hello. I don't want to make any false statement because I can't provide evidence right now.
You don't need to provide evidence, my friend. I will show you the evidence. You give me your comment. Who cares? I mean, the Quran. You can, you tell me, okay, you explain to me. I will show you the Quran. You do not need to provide any evidence of anything.
Okay, you said earlier that there was a scholar who said that you can have sex with any family member except your mother.
Okay.
Who's this?
Okay, no problem.
Because I have never heard of a scholar well known who said this.
Okay, no problem. Let me get you some scholars. During the time I get you the reference, can you tell me why you are a Muslim, my friend?
I don't see why my belief is involved in this.
I'm talking to you because you're a Muslim, right?
Correct.
Okay. So why you are a Muslim?
Because I believe what came in the Quran and the Sunnah, and I believe that Allah is and Muhammad is his last messenger, and
okay. But you just told me you said you believe, right? You believe in what your prophet said and what the Sunnah. But you just told me that you never heard of anyone saying that you can sleep with your maharim, which means like your family members in the heaven of Allah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how how you are saying I am a Muslim, I follow that, but in the same time, you never heard of that. How come you never heard of this?
You said a scholar.
Yes, a scholar. I'm not going to show you anything except a scholar. Why you never heard this?
There are hundreds of thousands of hadiths. No Muslim can know them all or be knowledgeable about them. But you can ask about them and know the truth. This is not what I'm calling for you.
Why you call me?
Two things you made.
Why you call me?
In the last episode, I want to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
First thing first, I speak Arabic very well.
That's wonderful. Okay. Because as long as you speak Arabic very well, that's a good news. So if I show you now something in Arabic, you will be able to read, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Now, you said in a surah, I don't remember. Hold
on. Let me show you something. Let me show you. We will go to that point. You want me to go to that point first before we go speak about what you asked me for?
I want to go to. I am here to ask you about two points. I'm not here to defend.
All right.
First, you are well known with Nahu, right?
Go ahead.
You said اتخذوا أحبارهم أربابا من دون الله والمسيح ابن مريم.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
You translated as they worship their أحبار.
Not me who
without Allah and the Messiah,
not me
right?
who translated. It's you.
Anybody can watch your last video and see you translated this way.
You are saying that in my translation I said I added the Messiah, right?
You said that they worship, that I am supposed to worship
Yeah, it says
Allah and the Messiah, according to this verse.
اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله. Let us translate me and you together, word by word. Go ahead.
والمسيح ابن مريم.
Okay.
Okay, translate.
Translate, you go ahead. It says, I will translate for you, you confirm if I'm saying the truth or not. اتخذوا, they took their rabbi أحبارهم ورهبانهم and their monks as gods, أربابا من دون الله, instead of Allah, والمسيح ابن مريم, and the Messiah, son of Mary, and they never been ordered to worship, except. Okay, so did I give the correct translation or no?
I asked you one question before. I said to you, are you familiar with Nahu?
My friend, don't tell me familiar. I know how to teach you Arabic. I will teach your prophet too. This is what the Quran is saying. Does it say that or I'm lying?
No.
Does the Quran says that or I'm lying? It says in order. Don't tell me Nahu. This has have nothing to do with Nahu, Abdul. Listen. What the Masih? It says Wal Masih. They took their monks and their rabbis as God instead of Allah and the Messiah. This is what it says in front of me in Arabic. Did I say that? Did I say wow is harf atf, right?
Yes.
Did you say wow harf atf? Okay. معطوف على من؟ معطوف على ما سبقه.
ويعرب نفس إعرابه.
My friend, يعطف على ما سبقه وما سبقه من دون الله. So who is معطوف على من؟ على Allah. So they took their rabbis, they took their rabbis and their monks as gods instead of Allah and the Messiah. The verse in front of me in Arabic, and I challenge you to say it's wrong.
I'm asking you one question. المعطوف يتبع المعطوف عليه في الإعراب، صح أو غلط؟
Abdul, what i'rab? In Quran, there's nothing is called i'rab. You see, you Muslim, you change the i'rab to make it fit with the Quran. Our Quran does not fit with the Arabic language. Now, answer me. Allah, what is the name before the name of a Messiah? What is the name before the name of Messiah in the sentence? There's two names. What is the name came? What is the name came before the name of a Messiah?
Allah.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, hold on. So we have the name Allah. Hold on, the name Allah, and then we have wa. Wa present like and in English, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
The same.
And what is the third name? What is the third name? As Al-Masih. So they've been ordered. They took. Listen. They took اتخذوا أحبارهم, their rabbi and their monks as God instead من دون Allah والمسيح and Al-Masih. So they took them as God instead of who? Instead of Allah and Al-Masih. It's so clear.
لا. اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله والمسيح.
So الله. So
مجرور.
My friend, first of all,
and المسيح منصوب.
My friend, what مكسور, what منصوب? The sentence is so clear. The sentence is so clear because if you say Al-Masiha, the Masiha goes back to who? Okay, the Masiha goes back to who? This one does not have fatha. This one does not have fatha. So it does go back to who? Wow, go to who? Wow, the end goes to who? Who is the one, the name after the name of Allah? It says, because if your God want to say that they took their monks and their rabbis as God, he should say, and they want to add the Messiah, I should say, they took their monks and their rabbis and their monks as gods, and he add right away before he continue as God, he say, and the Messiah as God. But look what happened here. It says they took their monks and their rabbi and their monks as gods instead. Whoever come after that is going to be who is instead of who? Allah. And there's that al-wa, which means and. There's no ta'khir. What ta'khir? My friend, the one who said this sentence, he put himself in trouble because why you are saying that? In the same time, let me ask you a question. Is Jesus God in his...
answering one question.
I answered you already. You are being stubborn. You are going just by the tafsir of Islam, right? The Muslim, because they want to solve this problem, they say to you, oh, here he
I don't want to tafsir for this verse.
It's clear in front of us. It's clear. Okay, translate for me. Go ahead. I'm listening. Translate word by word. I will go with you. I'm listening. Go ahead. and everybody will laugh because you have to translate it the same. You have to translate it the same as I translate. I challenge you. You see, don't be a coward. Translate to me as everybody is listening. Translate word by word. I will type them for you in the screen. Go ahead. The first one.
You can't translate word by
why
word.
You cannot? Why you cannot? You see, guys, he will not, because this is what it says in Arabic. He will not do it translate, because this is what it says. It says they took their monks, their rabbi and their monks as gods instead of who? Then they put the name Allah and the Messiah. So instead of who? Instead of Allah and the Messiah. Abdul, don't make fun of yourself. Everybody is laughing.
Let them laugh. I want you to answer one question.
Abdul, I answer you. I answered you. You don't want to listen, it's up to you. I showed you, this is what it says. It says in the front of you, the wow, my friend. Don't tell me now, you Muslim trying to give an explanation which is false. The verse is so clear, it says you worship them instead of Allah and the Messiah. Let me ask you a question. Let me show you. Are you saying the Quran did lie? Because the Quran says that Jesus, according to the Christians, is God. Is that correct?
Don't run away.
Yes or no? You are the ones running away. You are accusing your God to be a false God. Let me get you busted. You are Abdul, who listened to Abdul, who told you this. Let me show you. You Muslims, because you are disconnected with your Quran, you have no idea what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying that those who they are rabbi and they are Christians and Jews, they worship beside Allah the Messiah. Because according to the religion, they should worship the Messiah too. If we go in the Quran, you will see the Quran saying the following. And obviously, you Muslim, you have no idea what the Quran says. Isn't it the Quran says that the Messiah, the Messiah, is who Allah?
Prophet.
Abdul, does the Quran says that the Messiah is Allah?
Answer this.
I'm answering you, Abdul. You are a kid. Obviously, you are 16 years old kid trying your best. Listen. إنما المسيح عيسى ابن مريم رسول الله وكلمته. Why Allah is saying to them supposedly that? Because the Christian, they say the Messiah is Allah. Do you agree or no? Yes or no? Why you are using the F word, Abdul? Don't use this word with me. Answer. Is the Quran saying that the Christian, they believe that the Messiah is God? Does it say or not?
You believe that in the Trinity, yes.
Abdul, don't change the topic. Read with me. لَقَدْ كَفَرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْمَسِيحِ. So the Quran is saying to the Abdul who have no idea what their book is saying, because they are ignorant, stupid, they don't even read. The Quran is saying that the Jews and the Christian, they are worshiping their monks and their rabbis, except worshiping Allah and the Messiah, because in their religion,
no, it doesn't say that.
It says that.
Give me more translation.
I just showed you. What translation? You Muslims do not know even how, if your prophet knows how to read, how to write. You keep saying to us your prophet do not know how to write, correct? How you translate that Muhammad? Let me show you that you Muslim, you have no idea. You keep saying to us that your prophet do not know how to read, how to write, correct?
I haven't said that.
So do you agree or not?
No.
So Muhammad, he knows how to write, how to read.
I won't answer any question until you answer my
question. I answered you. I answered already. The Quran is quoting this verse. The Quran is quoting this verse. The Quran is quoting this verse, and you Muslims are ignorant. You do not know what your Quran is saying because you are disconnected. This is why you keep saying stupid things like, you know, there are things.
Although you are ignorant.
Read.
You haven't answered.
I answered you. You are a kid. You are just a kid. I showed you what it says word by word. You are a kid and you refuse to translate yourself because you know I am right. Why you refuse to translate?
I will translate.
Tell me why you want to translate. Why you don't want to translate? If I am wrong, why you don't translate and show everybody that I'm wrong?
They took their monks.
Okay.
The Messiah.
Where is the word Messiah? Where is the word Messiah? The word Messiah is here at the end. You are lying. Read word by word. Read word by word. اتخذوا. They took, correct? Yes or no?
You are insisting on this
because yes or no?
You are
you are being stupid now. You are trying to run away. Does it say اتخذوا? They took. Let us translate word by word, me and you. Does it say اتخذوا?
اتخذوا أحبارهم
Yeah.
ورهبانهم والمسيح ابن
Where is the
مريم
Masih? The Masih at the end. You are a liar, Abdul. Don't waste my time. Secondly, you asked me, you challenged me to show you where it says that you can have sex with your family, including your mom, in the heaven. Here we go.
I thought that you were consistent.
Do you see the fatwa?
Where is
Do you see the
consistency
fatwa?
in
Do you see the fatwa in the front of you? And this is the scholar. And this is the fatwa number. You can have sex with all your family member in the heaven of Allah. Have fun. Fatwa number 1734483. So you are lying about the translation. You don't dare to translate. You are playing the game like this is a grammar issue, etc. When the word is so clear. You said I never heard that you can have sex. You cannot have sex. I never heard that you can have sex with your family members in the heaven of Allah. When every Muslim he knew that, but you do not know. Now, are you going to translate for me so we can continue or not? Are you going to translate? Are you going to translate? So why you don't want to translate? I answered you, Abdul. Are you stupid or what? I answered you. Why you don't want to translate? Prove to everybody that I am wrong. Why you don't translate? Translate.
Because you want me to translate word by word.
See, because word by word will get you busted, right? If we translate, did you hear it, guys?
No.
If we translate word by word, so translate then word by word. Go it. Here we go. Everybody is witnessing. Do it. I will walk with you with my pen in the screen. Go ahead. I'm listening.
My answer to your question is supposed.
Just get lost, Abdul.
Why
I don't have time for kids. Get lost. It says in front of me, and you agree, you coward. اتخذوا أحبارهم ورهبانهم أربابا من دون الله. You are the one who agree. And you are saying to me that in the Quran they put the word al-Masih after Allah. This is a grammar thing. This is a stupid to say. It's a clear Arabic. They took their monks and their rabbis, arbaban, monks, rabbi and monks as gods, min dun, instead of Allah, and then the name of the Messiah come after, and the Messiah. The word is so clear. The Muslims to solve this issue, they say, this is a grammar thing. The name of Al-Messiah, it moved from being here to here, and that is a stupid thing to say. Because by doing that, you just said that the Christian and the Jews, they worship their monks and their rabbis as God, and then you say it instead of Allah, and then you add the Messiah. If you want to say instead of Allah only, you should say, well, they took their monks and their rabbi and the Messiah instead of Allah. You put the name of which is instead at the end. You don't put with him anything else. But the stupid writer of the Quran, he did a stupid mistake. He said they took their rabbi and their monks as gods instead of Allah. Let us see. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
I'm the same Abdul.
Are you going to translate or no? Don't waste my time. Are you going to translate? Yes or no?
If I translated, you would say I'm lying.
No, translate. Go ahead.
I can prove
Translate.
that I'm not lying.
No, you are not. I'm not saying. How I can say you are lying if you are translating? Translate word by word. Don't make your own fast translation. When we translate what is in the screen, the Quran in front of us. I will count for you. Let me write the numbers for you. Word number 1, word number 2, word number 3, word number 4, word number 5, word number 6, word number 7, word number,
like this,
word number 8. Okay, give me the translation now. We start with number 1. We start with number 1. Go ahead, let everybody laugh. Go with number 1. What is what it mean?
Why?
Go ahead. You coward. You don't want to translate because you know I'm saying the truth. I'm not lying. You are the one who's lying.
No, you are lying.
Get lost. Get lost. Let your daddy call me. Coward, potato. If I am lying, then you should translate and get me busted. But you refuse because I'm giving the correct translation. Now, do Muslims believe that you can have sex with your family members, your sister, your mother, your grandmother, in the heaven of Islam, your aunt, your niece? Yes. Yes. And there's tons of Islamic reference speaking of that. Because the Muslim believe everything forbidden in earth is not forbidden in heaven. When the Muslim they say that we are giving false translation, the fact they are the one who is doing that. A true translation should go by word by word. The verse saying clearly, you don't take, they took their rabbis and their monks as gods instead of Allah and the Messiah. That's it. That's what it says. Then you want to play that the grammar, because of the grammar, you know, the Quran put the name of the Messiah at the end, but it does not mean that the Messiah is going to be worshipped. My friend, even the Quran confirmed that the Christians and the Jews, they worship the Messiah, and they say, because those, even the Jews, the one you are talking about, Abdul, the Quran speak of the Jews too, that they worship the Messiah. But obviously they have different name for him. They call him Uzair. The Quran confirmed that. And then we find the other verse in the Quran saying that the Christian, they say that the Messiah is Allah. So here the verse saying that the Christians and the Jews, they took their rabbis and their monks as gods instead of who? Instead of Allah and the Messiah, which means they are not following what they've been taught or to teach, or they claim to teach. Because they say we worship Uzair and we worship the Messiah, which is Allah. But because the Muslims, they are corrupt like their prophet, they try to corrupt the meaning, try to change and fabricate the meaning. Now let us say this guy is saying that the name of the Messiah appeared at the end as a grammar game. Grammar is not exist when the Quran was written. The Muslims long after, actually it's not even the Muslims who create the grammar. The Muslims have, the Arab have nothing to do with the grammar. There's no grammar in Arabic. There's no grammar in Arabic. The grammar is made by a guy who is not an Arab to fix the problem of Arabic, including the writing we see in front of us. All the writing for the Quran in front of us have nothing to do with the original Quran. All those vowels, all those dots, all the tashkil, all the shadda, all those things are not part of Arabic. This is something added by somebody he is not an Arab, because the Quran is impossible to read without them. And now he said to me, Fatha wa Shadda. There was a Fatha, there was a Shadda when the Quran was written. There's not even dot. Not even a dot. Until now, you Muslims are not sure what Allah was saying. وَإِنِّي جَائِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. Is it Khalifa or Khaliqa? You don't know. To explain to you what I'm talking about. This is how the word Khalifa is. Let me go to the verse. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَائِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. You see, the original Quran was written without dots. Let me highlight the dots for you in red, so you will know what I'm talking about. All those little things in the top here, they are not exist. Those are called tashkil. All those things are not part of the language. So all the things I am putting red on it have nothing to do with the original Arabic. So now, let us write it again. Let us write the word, rewrite the word again. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it better. So now Khalifa, the real Khalifa, it should be written like this. I'm using my mouse, so it's not going to be like this. All right? Now, how we will know if this is Kha or Ja? Because in Arabic, if you add the dot here, let me make the dots in a blue. If I have a dot here, that will make it Khalifa. All right, or let us say kha. Then here we add 2 dots here. It's going to be khali. But if I take the 2 dots, I put them here, that will make it khalat. It's totally different meaning. Instead of ya, became t. Now here, this letter here, it can be f. We put a 1 dot, or we can put 2 dot. So now we have, if we take this one off, oh, we took everything off. Let's write it again. So if we put the dots, if we play only with the dot, you know, the way it's written now in the Quran is the F here have a dot in the top, as you see. So if we put here a dot and a second dot, that will make it Khaliqa. Khalifa is the caliphate. Khaliqa is the creation. You see how the word changed? Just 1 dot. And the Quran written without dots at all. This is why the Muslims, they have tons of words in the Quran. They disagree about what it was. Is it Khalifa? Is it Khaliqa? It can be many things. As an example, if I write for you the word Jamal, Jamal means camel in English. Camel. If I put the dot here, that will make it Jamal, camel. If I take the dot off, that can come with 2 other meaning, additional meaning. Hamil or Hamal, which mean the baby of the sheep, or a woman, she is pregnant, or maybe carrying something. So look what the dot can change. The Quran, all of it was without dots. This is why the Quran is very confusing, and this is why many Muslims, they believe that when the Quran now say, because of this mistake,